Hi, this is Danielle, and I'm going to teach you guys today a little bit about cell membranes. Our cells need some sort of protection and barriers to keep things in and to keep things out. So what I've done here is I've drawn the functional unit of cell membranes, and that is a phospholipid. These are called phospholipids because on the top they have a phosphate head. I'm just going to write a P there. And on the bottom they have these two fatty acid tails. Now, what makes these special is that the phosphate head is hydrophilic, meaning that it loves H2O. So we're going to draw a little heart, H2O. Okay, big deal, whatever. Then down here, the fatty acid tail is water hating, so it's hydrophobic and it doesn't like H2O, so not a big fan of H2O, or water, I guess. Now, why is that a big deal? Well, what happens, and I've drawn it over here on this side, is that if you put a whole bunch of these phospholipids right here in a solution of water, which water is the most abundant solvent on the planet, they'll spontaneously form this double bilayer. And so what'll happen is all of the hydrophobic tails will line up, and all of the hydrophilic heads will be on the outside. So what you've got is, if you look at this from far away, you've got a cell right here, and double layer will kind of draw the double layer right here like this. And so what you'll see is on the outside you've got, let's draw that a little bigger. Let's see. On the outside you have a whole bunch of these hydrophilic phosphate heads, and also on the inside you do as well. Okay, and then on the inside of this double layer you've got all the hydrophobic tails lining up, keeping out of the water. And so this is what forms lots of the membranes of our cells, and they also provide protection and barriers from things, because not just anything can go and pass through it. To get through this membrane, you have to be in the, I guess, same sort of state as these hydrophobic tails. Something in chemistry that we like to say is like dissolves like. So what that means is that if you have something that has a charge on it, for example a phosphate head, only things that are charged like water will want to be around them. And if you've got something like this hydrophobic water-hating tail, then only things that are small and uncharged and also don't like water can get through. Let me just finish drawing this thing up here. So yeah, so pretty much things that can just freely permeate this membrane include small molecules like molecular oxygen, hydrogen, gas, things like that. And so what you have is this dilemma where not anything can just pass through. That's why lots of transmembrane proteins are put in, and they aid in the transport of things like ions and water and other chemicals that our cells need. But that's another lesson. So pretty much what we get out of this one is that the cell membrane is composed of phospholipids that have this hydrophilic phosphate head and hydrophobic fatty acid tails, which spontaneously form a double layer membrane when put into water. And that is it. Have a good one.